Okay, these are the Victorian Alps. There's a lot of stuff out there backcountry that you don't know about, and there's a lot of it. For example, here at Mount Baw, people think it's a mountain, but it's a whole plateau. Very expansive area under snow. And the main divide generally runs through here, and the taller stuff or higher stuff are usually ridges that extend north and south of the divide, such as Mount Buller somewhere over here. Where would that be? Anyway, we're not interested in finding Mount Buller. There it is, found it. Pull in here, 3D map. So that's well off the divide. It's good resort that. And here's a road that links the divide. Here's the main divide. I think Mount Howard, bang in here it is. Here's another one, runs off there. That's the bluff. That's a cliff there, that side. There you go. Cliffs. Here's the main divide. You don't normally see all this stuff. Some high stuff here too. Here's one of these plains that drift off to the south of the main divide, being here. These are the snowy plains. There's a few peaks here, 1710 metres, I think, Mount Raynard. Look how far down south they extend. Oh, that's Mount Howard there. That's a high plains area in itself, Mount Howard. And then it links across to this high plain here called the Snowy Plains. And that's rather expansive, this area here, quite high. Goes all the way down to, as you can see, very expansive. Goes all the way down to what? Still up high country here too, still very expansive. So all of this is around 1500, 16, even 1700 metres. We finish at Mount Wellington over here, which is again linked across by a thread there, if you would. And down here is the notorious, oh look at the Sentinels. There's continuing there. I know they're big. They're a tall mountain too, something like 15, 1600 metres. There you go. And there's the infamous Lake Tarli Khan. So you get the idea. Victoria is chockers full of high country. And so is New South Wales up here at the border, out to the east. Is that it? Yeah, there's the snowy mountains right there. I've really pulled out here. Now what my main interest is offbeat areas. There's the ski resorts here for people from Melbourne. Mount Buller's the closest to Melbourne. Drive up there. You want to drive a bit further for some high country here, 1900 plus metre peaks, almost 2000 Mount Bogong. High plains there, got Mount Hotham, Falls Creek Resort. And then you've got Thredbo over here on the Snowy Mountains. And so these mountains in the middle get forgotten, and there's some that have more recognisable names because you can see them, because they are a steep high ridge. These aren't terribly, they're good mountains, but this one here is Mount Pinnibar, 1772 metres. But they're kind of normal mountains. As you can see, they're a ridge. That's Mount Gibbo, also 1750 odd metres. But what I'm interested in is this really lonely wilderness here called Davies Plain. Why? Because unlike these ridges, it's a high plateau, and high plateaus are just like the Bawbaws, are just beautiful expanses of snow gums and snow. Because I'm a cross-country skier, and this is great. Now I want to head up here, as you can see, very high now and very expansive. Now there it is, with Mount Kosciuszko in the background. Across the border there's the Murray River. Let's have a look at this topography here. We start at Mount Baw, we pull out. Let's go up to these lost mountains that no one ever hears about. You could well argue that, well, hold on, what about this big peak here, Mount Cobras in Victoria, 1833, taller than Mount Buller. But if you look at the topography, you'll see that it's a bit of a ridge here. It's not really and that drops down too low. That's about 1300, 1500, 1350. It's not as tall as this, as you can see on the left. So that's not very reliable snow. There's the Cobras. I think this is called the Pilot here, over the border. Let's have a look. There's the, come on, slow map. Let me pause. No, it's coming back. Here's the Cobras, 1833, fairly tall mountain. And over the border, where is it? Right inside the Pilot over here, 1829. But I want to focus on this area here because I think it would be great winter wonderland for skiing. And this is the Davies Plain area here. Now if we zoom in, we can see that it's got a few ridges leading up to it, well in over 1,500 metres, and then it climbs to, here we go, look, here's a 1,700 and what the hell is that there? 1,700 metres. Now we go to 1,750 here. I'll pull that into view. 1,750. We're over 1,750 here, and it maintains over 1,700 metres here for a lot of areas. See, there's that 1,700. A lot of plain area over 1,700. That's a huge plain, the same height as Mount Sterling, if not a little taller. A whole plain of it. So I forget about Cobra. It's also very rocky and ridge-like. I want to head to this plain and ski it. It looks absolutely. It's sort of the place where you could get a quad bike and drive through it and groom it, because these are not like those stupid wallaby trails that Parks Victoria put there. These are real tracks. These are full drive tracks. They're wide. They're perfect for cross-country skiing. You could skate along them, and I reckon a quad bike with the tracks on it or something, go up there in winter, and I tell you what, this has got a hell of a run, equal to the Bluff Spur Trail on Mount Sterling, but possibly with even more reliable snow and slightly higher. Now here you start at what, Charlie's Creek Plain Camping Area. Let's look at the topography here again. Come on, slow maps, please. Hurry up. There it is, Dave. Come on. All right. So where is this? There it is. You go. If you could just drive along this track and camp here. As you can see, it's just right where the snow line gets reliable snow at about what, 14. Oh, we're quite high. 1,400 metres. There's a 1,400 metre contour right there. So we're a little bit above 1,400 metres, and that is where this hut is. There, Charlie's Creek, and it's got a beautiful little meadow there. And then this trail goes up, non-stop uphill, right to the very top of guess where? Let's go back to this topography here. Excuse me with the slow internet. Let me pause. Here we go. Got it all in one shot here. There's our creek camping area. What was it called again? I forget. Up, all the way to, guess what? 1,760 odd metres. This would be the perfect winter wonderland for cross-country skiing, and the campsite would be there. I hope I make a few bucks so I can buy a freaking quad bike and go and do myself what the park rangers should be fucking doing and putting groomed trails all over fucking Victoria, the useless fucking cunts.